Hello everybody, I'm Burningacidx. Welcome back to the Kerbal space program. So right off the bat, we are here with post-commentary guy. Hello, how are you guys doing? Holy shit guys, I've had a busy weekend. Jebediah and I finished our design of the capital ship and it's actually looking fabulous. Right now we are sending up the main module and it's also looking fabulous. However, it's quite heavy, so I had to create a bit of a ridiculous rocket to actually get it up into orbit. And the same story goes with all the engines I have been designing. It's gonna be pretty damn glorious. I will not be showing every single launch because I think that would get boring pretty damn quickly, right? No? Maybe? So, Jebediah has flown the main body module into space, into orbit, and it's fantastic, it's glorious, and we are using a probe to shoot this last thruster back to Kerbal, and that's kinda glorious, no space litter and stuff like that. And now we are shooting our main engine module, the middle engine module, and as you can see there's a bunch of docking ports on the sides. There's 6 of them in total. Well, actually there's 12, but 2 will be used for every outer engine module, and it's gonna be pretty damn fantastic, hopefully with some luck. And yeah, there we go. We have set up our orbit. Holy shit, I'm having major difficulty talking here. But we have set up our orbit, and it's actually a pretty close encounter if we pull this burn off. And we have burned, getting back to the node, burning some more, getting rid of our maneuvering node, and we have an intersection that's pretty damn close. So, holy shit, we can go in for our first docking on the capital ship, and that's pretty fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. Eventually, this magnificent bastard of a capital ship is going to take about 2 minutes to load in, but that's not the case just yet, so that's pretty great actually. So, as you could see, there was a tiny freeze in the video, because it only took like half a second to load in, and that's fantastic. It just flew by us because Harfred Kerman is not the best with docking. He is going to do it, but he is not the best with docking. He has never done it before. Jebediah has done it a few times before. I don't think in this playthrough though, but who cares, right? Who cares? So it's pretty fantastic. We are only at 26 meters or something in that direction away from our capital ship. And we are actually gonna be going in for a docking. Like what the actual... And I think I actually end up breaking the capital ship at this point, but I managed to go back to a quick save and bad stuff happens. One of the solar panels broke off. It's... no, that's actually not this launch. Oh, I'm actually lying. I'm sorry about that. It's actually the next launch. Holy shit. I'm getting way ahead of myself. That's not too great now, is it? But what is great is that we have docked. We have actually docked. And there's just a ring floating around. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it. And we are now shooting one of our 6 outer engine modules. And damn, this is a heavy bastard. I think the engine module alone is like 80,000 kilograms or something in that direction. It's really not the easiest to control. It's not the worst either, but it's really slow to move around if you're not using RCS. If you're just moving on torque of the vessel itself, it's kind of bad really. And the first thing to go on to our capital ship that is not manned by anything. This is actually a probe that's gonna be doing the docking. I like to think Jebediah is actually doing the docking from behind his computer. So that's pretty great. Jebediah is doing this. At 8 kilometers away from our target, I am going to kill our velocity relative to our target, and we're gonna go and fly over there, and it's gonna be glorious. Getting closer, very slowly actually. Time warping all over the place, and it's actually not very exciting now, is it? But eventually it's gonna be done, and it's gonna be done in this video, and it's gonna be freaking glorious. And it's basically going to make my PC cry as well, because I think I may have used a bit too many parts. I have absolutely used too many parts. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I have actually used too many parts, but you guys will see that in a bit. That was actually a burn we needed to do when I'll tell you about it later. I'm getting way ahead of myself once again, and that's not the greatest. So currently we are really close to our target. We are really close to the capital ship. We are going in for docking. It's gonna be glorious. And there's still a probe on this vessel, and it can be decoupled. And the way it decouples, it was really weird. It shut it off at like Mach 5 or something in that direction, and it glitched out a little bit, as you'll be able to see in a few seconds. There we go, and bang! It smacked into the main body module and is now completely and utterly stuck, and there I go breaking the solar panel and bad stuff happens. So I go back to a quick save. I think everything broke when I did that. I had to reload the game, and I think and after I reloaded the game, everything was still fine, and that thing that was stuck to the main body module just slowly started floating off in space. So we are currently launching one of our landing modules to go on our capital ship. I used a bit of an overpowered rocket to get this thing into orbit. I've been using the same rocket as for all the other modules, and actually the other modules are a lot heavier than this landing module. That was totally overkill on the launching pad, but it's still fun, right? So as you guys may be able to see, all the engine modules are currently in place, and that's pretty damn fantastic. And this is actually the second landing module that will be docking. The other one is already docked. After this there will be only 3 more dockings, and only one of them will be shown. We'll be docking 2 manned communication modules and the main command module, and it's gonna be pretty damn great actually. It's nearly done. We'll be doing 1 more docking in this video, and that will be the main command module. And I'm just playing around with the lights over here, and I discovered that they're way too bright to make everything look white. And we are currently launching our main command module. Who the hell is it flying? Metdos? Metdos Kerman is flying the main command module, but he will soon exit it. As soon as they have docked, he will exit it and make place for Jebediah. Jebediah is gonna be in the pilot seat, because Jebediah is still our very best pilot. Harford is also on board, so holy shit, it's a bit of a star crew, basically. Jebediah and Harford. And there's also gonna be another Kerbal. I think his name was Colby Kerman, or Kerman? Colby Kerman. And the thing about him is, his courage value is just about 0. So he's gonna be shitting bricks like all the way to his destination. And the destination, ooh, let's talk a tiny bit about the destination, right? When I started this project with Jebediah, we basically had the idea of going to a very specific system. And if we were not going to be able to do that, we would have ended up visiting a different system. But that particular system would have been the system we would try our very best to get to. And we'll see if we can actually get that done in a bit, because we are nearly ready to start launching this sucker into interplanetary space or something in that direction. I don't know what I'm saying. Holy shit, what's going on? Having major difficulties docking this thing, it seems. Well, not really major difficulties, I just didn't like the alignment of it. I'm just flying metals around, attaching struts to the sides, and Jebediah is currently flying out and going to the cockpit, and he is gonna be flying that vessel. Holy shit. Now let's get Metdos safely into a pod thing, kind of thing. Look at the lights, it's just way too freaking bright, it's crazy. So let's start launching the sucker. Okay, this, we had to do a burn for about 12 minutes. It ended up taking an hour because of the lag. I was down to 6 frames, and computing or processing of everything was at about 5 times slower. So an in-game second would take about 5 seconds. So this 12-minute burn ended up taking me an hour. An actual hour of keeping the fucking ship on the freaking dot. It was really obnoxious, not gonna lie. It took forever, and actually it made me worry a tiny bit about the weight of our ship, because it seemed as if we were using an enormous amount of fuel, and I'm not too sure about it actually, but I don't know. I don't think this ship is too great. So it's too big, it's too heavy, and holy shit, we are actually leaving Kerbal. Look at Kerbal disappearing into the distance. Holy shit, it's fantastic. Oh man. So we do not yet have an encounter. We'll be doing that shortly. We'll just be doing another burn, and it's gonna be glorious. And our destination is going to be the Urania system, the planet with, I don't actually know, I think it's about 11 moons or something? I don't know. I have no idea, but it's gonna be glorious. We'll find out when we get there, right? It's gonna be glorious. We've got like, I don't know, 7 Kerbals on board? I don't know. 6 of them or 5 of them aren't important. The only important Kerbals are Jebediah and Harfred. Harfred will be doing the landings if we decide to undock our landing modules and go in for a landing somewhere. So Harfred will be doing that, and Jebediah should be staying inside the ship with some luck, if it doesn't explode or something in that direction. I mean, it does make my PC crash, so it's entirely possible that it will do it. So there we have it, an actual encounter with the Urania system. Holy shit, and next time we'll see what else we can do, and that's gonna be glorious. I've been thinking about shooting a few more missions into the sky, so that's fantastic. So until next time, I've been Burning Acid, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.